more family trouble in his latest game we're featuring on Throwback Thursday Gaming. So stay tuned. Our featured game today is Mystery Tales: The Lost Hope, released in January 2014 by Domini Games and the first in the long-running Mystery Tales series. The story begins when the player's unnamed male character received a letter from his brother-in-law Emmett Leroy inviting him to visit Regin, the city where the player's character and his sister spent their childhood, and where Margaret, the player's character's sister, and Emmett stayed during their married life. It would have been a fab family get-together in a picturesque medieval city, except that Margaret died suddenly years ago, although Emmett's invitation mentioned that the player would meet her in the get-together as well. Okay, nothing to be worried there. Just the fact that years ago the townspeople blamed Emmett for her death and had practically banished him from there because apparently he's venturing into the dark arts and now there are evil spirits roaming freely over the land. And you thought your family reunion was bad? Upon arrival in Regin, it seems that the townspeople are behaving weird. No, this isn't their annual Oktoberfest, and some people who hated Emmett and historically contributed to his expulsion from there somehow ended up dead. And this is the time for the player to get dangerous. Your mission, should you accept, is to free your brother-in-law from an evil spell and save the locals from evil spirits. Basically, go kick some demon ass. Good luck. There are 4 different difficulty game modes to choose from: casual, advanced, hardcore, and custom. So after playing a few games where I have limited option in customizing some aspects of the gameplay, Domini is spoiling me a bit here.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
The notebook keeps track of progression in the game and contains the story events, the characters that you'll meet, and clues. So if you're feeling a bit lost with the story, this is the best place to check out the stuff. An interactive map is automatically given at the start of the game, which indicates the location where a variety of tasks can be completed. And the other fun part is, it allows you to teleport from one place to another.
You love me! You really love me!
There are some interactive items in-game. All interactive items are marked with a symbol in one of the corners, although some of them may require extra components before they can be interacted with. Aside from gaining items for the inventory, such as picking up stuff from the surroundings or through hog and minigame scenes, the player also gets items by using the alchemical crucible, which allows one to alter the appearance of certain items. Since this is a fantasy-themed game, I guess it's fair enough that magic and wizardry should be allowed. The puzzles are nice and challenging, with some totally new ones. The gameplay is not so straightforward or easy, as there are many locations to visit and many tasks at hand. This game is not so heavy on hogs, but more on the adventure and the puzzles. Luckily, both aspects of the game are also expertly crafted. But if you're not in your usual hog-loving mood, Domini's got your back as the hog scenes come in 2 types with mode switching feature. For the standard list type, you can switch to jigsaw mode, while on the replacing the missing items type, you can switch to match 3 mode. Having this option thus adds more variety to gameplay. Competitive Hoppa gamers would be delighted to know that there are different achievements that you can get after completing several tasks, although some are easily obtainable after performing essential tasks such as freeing Annie or convincing Emmett to cooperate. Gamers who want to indulge their scavenger hunt fix will enjoy the 3 types of collectibles in this game: magical animals, coins, and crystals. The mythical creatures that the player comes across in the game are placed in the zoo feature. The crystals that can be found in the game are then used to bring them to life. The coins that are scattered throughout the game can be used in the integrated shop and allows the player to purchase cosmetic items to change how the user interface looks like. So this is the part where I provide analysis of the game. Again, spoilers abound. And you will watch this.
I got a letter from my brother-in-law with an invitation to visit him in our childhood city.
While many Hoppa Games protagonists are traditionally female, it's refreshing to see that the player's character is a male. I just wish that there was a chance to explore the relationship dynamic between the protagonist and his brother-in-law Emmett. But then again, as many Hoppa games run a maximum of 5 to 6 hours if played in one sitting, there might not be enough time to explore the relationships of the characters with each other. I find the use of vibrant colors, although majority have shades of brown in the game's hand-painted style artwork, appears to camouflage the dark and tragic elements of the game, making it deceptively fit for those below the age of 12. So parents be warned. I also noticed a few occasional glitches in the graphics, which were probably caused by the lack of game updates, which is a shame really because it's a very engaging game. Although I must admit that Domini Games has not always been on the cutting-edge forefront when it comes to Hoppa game development, one cannot deny the coherence of Lost Hope in terms of its gameplay. So extra points for the effort, guys!
I am so happy that you answered my invitation and came. Wait for me, please, at the cemetery.
Oh wow, thanks Emmett! I'm so happy that you welcomed me this way, you piece of shit. Okay, maybe because he was possessed by a demon or someone, which is why he reacted that way. Okay, Emmett, I'll let you out this time. There are also a few things in this game where I kinda question the logic. Like having to use bellows to put air in balloons in order to rescue a priest from a pile of wood that looked like I could easily lift with minimal tools, considering my character is a man. And how about making me use a crab to cut up a net when I could have used a knife, a scalpel, or whatever sharp object in my inventory? Seriously, Domini? If you bought the collector's edition, there is a bonus chapter which can be accessed only after the main story is completed. Of course, duh! Aside from the bonus chapter, the extra content contains bonus hidden object scenes, bonus puzzles, soundtracks, game strategy guide, wallpapers, and concept art. The beginning of the bonus game offers a twist to the ending. The end of the main game shows Emmett and the town being freed from the curse. Everybody went on to celebrate the event and got drunk. But reality sets in, and the police still need to arrest brother-in-law. Demonic powers or not, Emmett, you still caused an inconvenience. Aside from a few important people ending up dead, the Reagan police still need to do their job, so nothing personal, bro. Up until this point, it was entirely unclear to me why Emmett and Margaret were hated so much in Reagan. It's not like they dress or act like they're trying to stand out. Okay, so they may be into alchemy stuff, but unless this is one very superstitious, gossip hotbed of a neighborhood, I don't see how anyone would easily associate the strange demonic goings-on to a couple who are essentially early science experiment geeks. Later, it was revealed that the mayor's illegitimate son, Paul, was the real culprit for summoning demons in Reagan. So, the mayor, who doesn't want to be found out to be Paul's real dad because maybe he knows that Reagan is indeed one gossip-hungry city, agreed to make up for his shitty parenting by causing inconvenience to an ordinary couple. Straight out of a soap opera script. Turns out, Paul got his eyes on Margaret, but Margaret only got hots for Emmett. Maybe it's the magic and alchemy thing, or maybe she's a big Harry Potter fan. So, is that why Paul turned to black magic? Maybe, but one thing's for sure, he's not a good sport. I swear, nothing dodgy about that guy. No, nothing at all. At the end of the bonus game, the demons were finally defeated and Emmett was proven innocent, and the authorities decided to return his little sister to his custody. Okay, so the brother-in-law who admittedly dabbled in magic and somehow got possessed by demons and endangered his fellow villagers is now declared sane and capable enough to take care of his little sister. I know she got along well with Margaret, and the couple seemed like they treated her like their own child. But is it a safe environment for a child to grow up when the adults living with her are doing some magical experiments that may or may not be within the jurisdiction of health and safety inspectors? Hello? Social services? I must also warn Hoppa gamers though, for the slow burning pace of the story, especially if you are the kind who is used to a much faster paced type of a game. But then again, I acknowledge the fact that this might be amongst Domini's first attempts in the Hoppa gaming world. So I'll keep an open mind as I continue to review the rest of Domini's Hoppa game catalog. Actually, Domini, I love the spoiling you're doing to me with a few aspects of this game. How dare you! Despite the sluggish story pace, a few questions about child welfare, and weird problem-solving logic, this is a casual game worth playing for its fun gameplay, and luckily, as of this video, Domini Games is still alive and producing games, and I'm looking forward to reviewing more of their games just to follow their development as a Hoppa game maker. So that wraps up our Throwback Thursday Gaming. Once again, this is the Hoppa Gamer, and thank you for watching. So be sure to be on the lookout when we... Sorry. Hello? Well, a crime has been committed. Sorry folks, gotta go. There's been some murder. And I shall see you next time. Boo.